Ever wondered what happens when a high school student stumbles upon a mystical scarab that grants him superpowers? Well, buckle up because that's exactly what we're diving into today with the movie Blue Beetle. There's been a palpable buzz around this movie, and it's not hard to see why. It's a thrilling blend of action, comedy, and a dash of teenage angst, but what really sets it apart is the protagonist, Jaime Reyes, a humble high schooler who suddenly finds himself in the driver's seat of an ancient intergalactic war machine. Born out of the creative minds at DC Comics, the Blue Beetle character has been around since the late 30s, but it's the third incarnation, Jaime Reyes, introduced in 2006, that's got everyone talking. He's relatable, he's funny, and above all, he's got a heart of gold. So, are you ready to take a ride on the wild side with our young hero, Jaime Reyes? Well, hold on tight because this journey is just getting started. Now imagine this, a regular teenager, Jaime Reyes, suddenly finding himself endowed with powers beyond his wildest dreams. Sounds exciting, right? Our story takes off in El Paso, Texas, where Jaime, a high school student, stumbles upon an alien scarab that latches onto his spine. Overnight, he transforms into the Blue Beetle, a superhero armed with an alien exoskeleton providing him with superhuman strength, flight, and a range of high-tech weaponry. It's like waking up one morning to find out you're the new Iron Man, but with a twist of extraterrestrial tech. Now, in any good superhero movie, we love to see our hero grapple with their newfound abilities. And Blue Beetle is no exception. Jaime's struggle to control the scarab forms the heart of our story. Picture trying to drive a car that has a mind of its own, and not just any car, but a supercharged alien sports car. That's Jaime's life now. And it's as chaotic as it sounds. But Jaime's life doesn't just revolve around mastering his powers. After all, we're talking about a superhero movie. Enter the villains. From local crime lords to extraterrestrial threats, Jaime has his hands full with an assortment of baddies. Each confrontation is a test, not just of Jaime's powers, but of his character. Can he rise to the challenge? Can he control the scarab and use it for good? These are the questions that keep us on the edge of our seats. The beauty of Blue Beetle lies not just in the action-packed sequences, but in the human drama. Jaime's journey isn't just about being a superhero. It's about a teenager trying to find his place in the world, albeit with a little more excitement than most of us had to deal with. With great power comes great chaos. Well, that's certainly the case for our young hero, Jaime, but fortunately he's not alone in this fight. But what's a superhero movie without some hidden secrets and fun facts, right? Let's dig into the treasure trove of trivia that is Blue Beetle. First up, the Easter eggs. This movie is chock full of nods to the wider DC universe. There's a blink and you'll miss it moment where a newspaper headline references a certain caped crusader from Gotham. And if you listen closely, you'll catch a radio broadcast mentioning a speedster from Central City. It's these small, intricate details that truly enrich the cinematic universe for die-hard DC fans. Moving on to behind-the-scenes facts. You'd be surprised to learn that the Blue Beetle suit isn't just CGI. The production team actually created a practical suit for close-up shots. The suit, made from silicone and latex, took months of meticulous work to create. And the result is a tactile, realistic portrayal of our hero's iconic armor. And here's a fun tidbit about the actor who plays Blue Beetle. Despite being a relative newcomer, he was so committed to the role that he underwent a rigorous physical transformation, training for several months and gaining 20 pounds of muscle. Talk about dedication. Did you know that the director of Blue Beetle is a massive fan of the character? This passion is evident in the film's faithful adaptation of the comic book lore. The director even included a subtle homage to the original Blue Beetle, Dan Garrett, in the form of a vintage poster in the background of a scene. But the secrets don't stop there. The movie also includes a cleverly hidden foreshadowing. In one scene, our hero is seen reading a book titled The Scarab's Secret, a nod to the mystical scarab that gives Blue Beetle his powers. This subtle detail adds another layer of depth to the storytelling. So, while the Blue Beetle might be the star of the show, there's certainly a lot more than meets the eye when it comes to this blockbuster. Well, we've certainly covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? We've flown high with the Blue Beetle, dived deep into the plot, and even uncovered some tantalizing secrets hidden within the shell of this cinematic adventure. We started our journey by buzzing about the Blue Beetle, delving into the heart of this dynamic character. We traced his path from humble beginnings to becoming a superhero, all thanks to a mystical scarab that bestows powers beyond imagination. Then we took flight with our hero, exploring the intricacies of the plot. We saw the Blue Beetle navigate the challenges of everyday life while juggling the responsibilities that come with his newfound abilities. His struggles, triumphs, and the everlasting fight against the forces of evil created a narrative that was as riveting as it was relatable. We didn't stop there, though. We went beyond the surface, unearthing secrets behind the shell. We unveiled the hidden layers of the movie, from fun facts about the production to hidden Easter eggs for the keen-eyed viewer. We looked at the creative choices that gave life to the Blue Beetle, adding depth and dimension to the film. Now, it's your turn. What did you think about the movie? Did the plot capture your imagination? Did you spot any hidden secrets we didn't cover? What about the performance of the cast? The direction, the cinematography? Your thoughts, opinions, and insights are just as important, if not more, in shaping the narrative around this film. So that's the scoop on Blue Beetle. Whether you're a die-hard DC fan or just looking for a fun film to watch, this movie surely packs a punch. Thanks for joining us on this adventure, and remember, the next time you see a mystical scarab, you might just be the next superhero.